what is up? This is your captain, and I saying 1, 2, 3, here to bring you Bleach live action movie review. Now, I'm going to try and keep this review spoiler free. I will try to, but if I do end up saying spoilers in the future, you should not watch this until you've actually watched the actual movie itself. The movie itself is not really that long. It's only an hour and 45 minutes. And as far as live action movies of anime go, this is actually very, very well done. You know, just like Fullmetal Alchemist was actually really, really well done. I guess had a few issues with basically regarding that they killed off basically some of the main antagonists really, really early, especially if they're going to be doing other actual movies, which in the case of Fullmetal Alchemist, that's obviously not going to be the case. But for Bleach, the way that it ended, it hints at a possible sequel, but there's really no reason for a sequel because of the way that it ended. Now, obviously, at the end of the substitute arc, Rukia gets captured by basically Byakuya and Renji, and they go back to the Soul Society with Rukia. She does not have her powers back, but basically Ichigo has basically lost the borrowed powers he got from Wormhole, because of course Byakuya destroyed his soul chain and soul sheath. Let that one move, you know, flash, stepping, then boom boom, and it's done. And basically Ichigo was basically hit twice in just a fraction of a second. That is obviously not what happened at the end of this movie. I'm not gonna say what happened because I'm trying to keep it spoiler free. But there are, of course, a few things that I need to get off my chest. My biggest issue with this actual movie is that basically Masaki's kill. Now, obviously, in Japan, there is a real lack of there's a huge lack of people with orange or red hair. There's just no one who was born in Japan, raised in Japan, being basically having two Japanese parents, even if one of your parents is not actually Japanese, even if one of your parents happens to be a actual redhead from the States, you're still gonna end up with basically black hair. It's just it's just a dominant gene, and the actual red hair gene is recessive gene, so the odds are really not in your favor. But they gave Ichigo black hair as a kid, and then they gave him from the orange hair as an actual teenager, basically saying he dyed it. And Masaki's hair is your normal hair color, and Yuzu's hair is actually the same color. It's just the normal color, because in the anime, her hair is almost blonde. That's actually, which I actually think is part of the reason why Yuzu kind of has a brother complex, but that's not the case. The actors and the actresses in this movie who played Rukia, Odahime, Chad, Kuryu, Byakuya, Wenji, Ichigo, Kisuke, all of them, they really, when they spoke, when they did what they did, I could actually tell who I was talking, basically who I was looking at before they even said, who they actually were. I knew Keigo. I knew him. They didn't even say his name. At least I don't think they did. But they didn't even say his name, but I knew it was Keigo. Tusky, I knew her. Chad was kind of obvious. Kuryu, obvious. But Odahime was obvious. She even did the Kawasaki tune. Lugia, even though the actual basically the actual hail style was off, I could still tell it was definitely Lugia. Ichigo, I could tell, that this was the actual actors really got the parts down good, and I was very, very pleased. There are still some minor issues with some of the things that I did notice was like Odahime's hairpins. They want the white hairpins. Chad and Odahime couldn't see Ichigo, but they knew it was him. They knew it was him. There are a few characters, of course, that were left out. Very important characters for a sequel, which I honestly do not think a sequel is gonna happen. But it was kind of teased. I don't want to say teased, but that's kind of what they were going for. And basically, for a sequel to happen, these characters need to be in it. Now, as Yuichi, Tessai, Ginta, Kuru, just and there were like a not there were honestly a lot less hollow fighting than I actually thought that there would be. The actual total maximum came out of hollows that we saw were Fishbone, the final hollow that Wingji killed, and I think when official, it was said that there were other hollows that were wound, but we only got to see 3 actual hollows. There was a training segment that I actually liked. We obviously didn't not get to actually see anything like that in the anime or in the manga. The only training Ichigo got was basically when he actually achieved his own powers, training to go and save Rukia. But at the end of this, Rukia doesn't really need to be saved. That's unless Kisuke gets intel that Aizen's making a move and he needs to send Ichigo in there and basically save everything. Which I don't think that they're gonna do that. It'd be kind of weird if they did. If they did it that way, that they made it really, really obvious that Aizen was the bad guy. It could work, but don't think they can. I don't think they will go that route. But they did lose kind of the initiative to make a second actual movie. I honestly think that they did. But I don't know, so then why there was only like 3 actual hollow attacks. Well, in the movie, I mean not in the movie, the anime and the manga, and within the Soul Side arc alone. I mean, not Soul Side, Substitute arc. There was Harime's brother. There was Rico, which of course is the first time we see the Case of Hell, and the only time in canon we see Fishbone D. Obviously, we see the Hollow that basically Ichigo fought that's alongside Don Kanungji. There was the Hollows that Kodahime and Chad dealt with. That was during Horyu's Hollow Bait challenge. And there was obviously no Minos one day, and I don't understand why, because that big of a hollow probably was not in the budget, and when you stretch the budget so far, you're still gonna have limitations. So they basically stretched out the fight between Ichigo and Official, which again, I don't understand why they stretched it out, and it doesn't even really bother them. It doesn't bother me that Grand Official was actually killed. Because he dies anyway in the anime and manga at the start of the Kawanka arc, but he was killed by Ishin. So he was dead anyway, but in the anime and manga, he wasn't killed by Ichigo. He was only wounded by him, because Ichigo, being as strong as he was when he was still starting out, he was still no match for. He was still not on the level that he needed to be to actually deal a fatal blow to Grand Official. Plus, also Grand Official was the perfect hollow make into a long call to basically start off the long call arc. So yeah, but overall, this movie, it does have some issues. It did leave a few characters out. Julio, he did look, he did look good. They did his bow and arrow really well. I was really happy that they did it so damn well. But again, overall, I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10 rating. Again, it's not perfect. It is not perfect. It does have some issues, but it was still a very enjoyable movie. Really make 2 more sequels. I don't know. They kind of lost the. They did kind of lose the they lost the drive to make a sequel at the end. But it's possible that they could, if depending on how they do it. But I definitely do suggest, if you have on Netflix, and especially if you're a fan of Bleach, to go watch this movie. I definitely give this movie the Icetitan stamp of approval. So that's all I have to say for sexual video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, click that bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. As your Captain Icetitan 1, 2, 3, signing out. Peace.